Oh my goodness. What is this? Day 5? I don't remember. My wife started experiencing COVID symptoms Wednesday. She felt like she had a ball stuck in her throat. And I said, "It ain't me." It wasn't. Get that right there. Some of that. Vitamin C. Menstrual cramp. You ladies, y'all been keeping this stuff secret for too long. Guys, might all. Yeah, I better go ahead and drop one of those. Immune support dietary supplement. Equate variety. That's the last one. We need to get some more of those. Fish biotic. Fish biotic. Amoxicillin, 500 milligrams. You can pick that up at your local farm and feed store. It's about $25. When I first started taking it 25 years ago, it was only like $8 or something like that. Equate mucus relief. Equate acetylphenylmethamphetamine. Whatever the hell that stuff's called. Day 5. 50. Well, I'm only 54. I'll be 55 in a couple of weeks, so. 55 years old. I think we've had 7 heart attacks, a mini stroke. I have a long history of diabetes. You know how when you go see the doctor and they say, they got that form you got to fill out at the beginning of the visit before you get in to see them that asks you about previous injuries and surgeries and stuff? We just write down too many to list. Because I've seen some shit. My medical history is none of anybody's business but my own, but I'm here to tell you right now, folks, if there was the perfect case for somebody to have, what do they call that? I can't remember what they call it. You know, you got all these deaths over the last 2 years. Underlying conditions. And COVID killed them. Underlying conditions. Yeah. I am the underlying conditions king of the world. I've had them all. Not all of them. I mean, there's worse things a person can have than have their heart almost dead. This is actually urgency. Emergency. If it was the real stuff, we'd call it emergency, but it's equate, so it's like going to urgent care instead of going to the emergency room, so it's called urgency. Pop us a couple Alka-Seltzers. This is all over the counter stuff. Hey, check this one out. You know those muscle and body aches, the joint pains that you've got? I'd completely forgotten about this one. Chiropractor told me about 25 years, maybe 30 years ago. This is made out of cartilage, out of cows. I forgot to get my hydrogen peroxide. It's made out of cartilage, okay? And so when you got cartilage issues in your body, arthritis and stuff like that, your body absorbs what you eat, obviously. We know that. Well, it's made out of cartilage. So here's what you do. You take a package of this. This is what I do. And you add it to about 3 cups of really hot water. You can boil it if you want. And then very quickly add a gallon of cold water to it and stir it up vigorously so it doesn't congeal. Make Kool-Aid out of it and drink it. Nice, refreshing soft drink. I'm not going to take any of this right now, but we have had to do some hot teas. You've seen those up in the windows. Sinus soother, throat soother, Equate. This ain't Equate. We actually got the name brand on that. That don't happen very often in this house. Daytime flu and cold. Microwave some hot water, some water. Throw that in it. Maybe throw you in a couple of these tea bags. My stuff's about done. What did I have in there? Urgency. Immune support dietary supplement with 13 vitamins, minerals, and herbs. Herbs are good for you. Alka-Seltzer and some urgency. We're going to drink that down. I went and got my COVID test yesterday. Now, I'm not telling you that this will cure anything, okay? But I'm the perfect specimen to already being dead from COVID-19. I've had 11, 12, 13 exposures. One guy, oh my gosh, I'm not even going to mention his name, Justin, because we don't want people to know that Justin would be stupid enough to do this shit. One guy, I'm at a local retail outlet that I go to usually at least 2 or 3 times a day. And I'm talking to this guy, and I pull out my can of chew, getting ready to get me a dip. And he says, "What is that?" And I said, "It's peach. It tastes like peach cobbler." So he wants to try it. He reaches in there, gets him a big old dip and puts it in his mouth. And I grab the next one and put it in my mouth. And he says, "I got to go in later and get my COVID test." And I'm like, "What?" and he come back positive, and I was sick as a freaking dog. I went and got my COVID test, and I came back negative. I don't know how. My dad always said I was a negative person. I had school counselors tell me the same thing. Teachers thought I was going to be an astronaut. We kept saying I was taking up space. Folks, this is the secret to my success. I mean, yeah, I've been sick. I get sick. I usually get pneumonia 1 to 3 times a year. With all those other underlying conditions, you'd think I'd already be dead. Navage. Put that saline solution in there. Slosh it around a little bit. You ready? Y'all want to watch the tank? Let's see if I can do it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, you hear that? Oh, suck them buggers out. You gotta get your towel handy. Folks, COVID is a real thing. But what the government and the media is telling you is complete and utter bullshit.